This is the Washington Times front page for Thursday, September 16th, 2021. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The front page is brought to you by First Liberty Institute. Help First Liberty take a stand against court packing at supremecoup.com. Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles and 3 other elite gymnasts offered wrenching testimony to the Senate Judiciary Committee as they criticized the FBI for ignoring and mishandling sexual abuse accusations lodged against former USA Gymnastics team doctor Larry Nassar. Justice Department reporter Emily Zanto reports the hearing marked the first official public inquiry into the agency's failure to properly investigate the largest abuse scandal in American sports history. The committee scheduled the hearing after a Justice Department Inspector General report in July determined the FBI did not adequately address accusations from at least 40 women who said Nassar molested them over a 14-month period. U.S. gymnast Maggie Nichols.
Why would the FBI agents lie to OIG investigators? Why would the FBI not properly document evidence that was received? Why would the FBI agent be interested in the USAG presidency? These questions remain unanswered.
The 119-page report said top FBI officials at the agency's Indianapolis field office knew of the accusations in July of 2015, but did not properly alert officials at Michigan State University, where Nassar had worked. Controversy continues to swirl around Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Mark Milley after claims in a book that the general reassured China's leaders that the U.S. had no intention of attacking them. Mike Glenn and Carrie Pickett report the book by Washington Post reporters Bob Woodward and Robert Costa claims Milley became so concerned about former President Trump's mental state that he assembled senior military leaders and advised them not to carry out a presidential order to launch a nuclear strike unless he was there. Joint Chiefs spokesperson Colonel Dave Butler said in a statement that the general's calls during the fraught weeks before and after the 2020 presidential election were routine and cleared through the regular chain of command. In California, the failed effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom has offered a blueprint for framing the 2022 midterm elections. Valerie Richardson reports Newsom framed the recall as a referendum on Trumpism, something Democrats could look to replicate in the midterms. Democratic National Committee Chair Jamie Harrison called the recall's double-digit loss a win for the bold agenda put forth by President Biden, Governor Newsom, and Democrats in Congress. With about 70% of the projected vote counted as of Wednesday afternoon, 63.9% voted no on the recall and 36.1% voted yes. That allows Newsom to avoid the fate of former California Governor Gray Davis, a Democrat who was recalled in 2003 and replaced by Republican Arnold Schwarzenegger. The front page is brought to you by First Liberty Institute. This national nonprofit law firm is taking a stand against Democratic dreams of court packing. They've written a letter telling President Biden's Supreme Court Commission to reject this brazen scheme. And now, prominent leaders, plus more than 100,000 Americans like you, have joined their coalition. Franklin Graham, former Attorney General Ed Meese, Dr. James Dobson, plus organizations like the American Policy Association, Concerned Women for America, and the Heritage Foundation are all on board. Now it's up to you. Sign your name with these leaders by September 15th at supremecoup.com. That's supremecoup.com. First Liberty Institute. May God bless America. A second Afghan who had been deported from the U.S. after a felony conviction was found on an evacuation flight from Afghanistan this month, according to our Stephen Dinan. The man had a 2011 conviction for aggravated robbery and was deported in 2017. He was flagged by Customs and Border Protection officers when he arrived at Washington Dulles International Airport. Some analysts say that the flagging proves the vetting process is working. Others say the fact that he reached the United States creates significant hurdles to deporting him again. And finally, Deputy Political Editor Dave Boyer sits down for an interview with former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. Gingrich says Republicans need to develop a new way of talking about government spending, including the debate over President Biden's $3.5 trillion social spending package. He said Republicans can't allow some Democrats who voted for the package in August to now portray themselves as moderates. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/frontpage or on the Washington Times app, and follow us for free on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.